No, that is an essential part of any mission. Experiments are
different experiments. You have a suite of experiments. Why did you choose these three?
See, experiments are chosen based on scientific objectives.
Yeah.
We have a scientific team headed by one of our former chairman who looks at it. And in beginning of Chandrayaan program, there was a scientific goal set. What you want to find out, what is unique that you can find out, what others have not done. And that is how we found out water on the moon on Chandrayaan 1. Because
in a way, not only is this mission comparatively better than many other missions by the other countries, also it is totally indigenous. And as we mentioned, Chandrayaan 1, though they may have landed before us, but the discovery of water on the surface of the moon was brought by Chandrayaan 1. Now this is going to go one step further, more so because it's landing on the south polar area,
correct,
where you have different kinds of craters and all. So it's just moving from one level to the other level.
See, yes.
We all know how the Prime Minister is interested in this. Did the Prime Minister speak to you guys after the successful launch?
Oh no, he's abroad, he's tweeted, and
Is he going to be there on 23rd when the landing happens?
that will work out. But of course, I have no hesitation to say that all this has been possible also because there's a huge lot of individual indulgence by Prime Minister Modi. This whole ecosystem has developed because in the last 4-5 years, beginning from opening the space sector to the private players, then putting in place an interface called InSpace to deal with the private sector, to coordinate with the private sector, then putting up a PSU called New Space India Limited. So all this is an ecosystem which has supplemented the resources, both human resources as well as financial resources. Now the 140 odd startups, private startups who are working over here in collaboration with ISRO are also actually contributing, both human resource wise, because there's a huge lot of young talent happening there. So it's an ecosystem which has made this task easier. And that's also because the Prime Minister Modi has always been forthcoming as far as our experiments and missions are concerned.
One second. You have to use the mic, otherwise we can't hear.
Take mic.
I said congratulations to you and your team, but I'm a bit confused about this. Why did you not have a full-fledged orbiter this time? Is propulsion module, is spacecraft, and I'm a bit confused about it. And the second question is, what is the progress you have made on human spaceflight program?
Okay, we will limit to the Chandrayaan-3 today.
Orbiter.
Okay, on the orbiter I will answer. Orbiter is still there. Orbiter is orbital.
That is what we were saying in response to the earlier, what you said.
See, the orbiter had scientific experiments last time. This time it doesn't have scientific experiment, but we added one towards the last time. So it doesn't have a function of being in orbit and do any active function. That's why we don't call it orbiter. And it doesn't have a relay function as we have envisaged last time for communication. So our Chandrayaan 2 orbiter is going to do that function. So in view of this, there is no need of really an orbiter. We need only a propulsion module to reach up to the moon. Hence, there is a need of... So I believe your confusion on that topic is over.
The focus this time is on in situ experiments on the surface of the moon. And therefore, the agenda is set like
Agenda
that.
is, yes, different.
Madam. 1 minute.
You have to use mic.
Mic.
Sir, I am Srinivas from ABP News. I have seen the confidence on you people. I have to give you constellation first now only for 23rd of August. It seems that we are going to land softly this time.
Okay, let us all clap.
You see, if you recall my words, I said confidence they have inherited as legacy. If you see the pictures of Sarabhai carrying launcher vehicle on the carriage of a bicycle with no resource available, and people like you and me singing nursery rhymes sitting home, Chanda Mama Dur Ke, and USA preparing to land on the surface of the moon. This is early 60s. They are already preparing. Apollo series have started. So the huge lot of confidence is there, but what is appreciable is that it is not a misplaced confidence. The confidence coming out of substance and the acumen that is inherent to our Indian talent.
Sir, if I may now, I'm going a little further. Just 2 days before, I have seen a tweet of ISRO where you have invited private players for TOT, transport technology. What exactly it is?
Can I ask our in-space chairman, Dr. Pawan Kumar Goyal,
He's
to
there.
answer?
You can from there. Sir.
Can you answer?
No, he's saying the transfer technology, Goenka. Pawan, Mr. Pawan, about saying the startups in the transfer technology, how would you accommodate them? That's what he was asking.
See, ISRO has a treasure of technologies. And as these startups are coming up, it makes a lot of sense for them to not redevelop the technologies. And ISRO can transfer technologies to startups, and startups will take it and take it forward. And ISRO right now is very aggressively identifying technologies that they will transfer. And in this space is only facilitating the technology transfer. All the technologies will be coming from ISRO.
Okay, yeah.
Madam. My question is that now that the private sector is open for space, in this mission in Chandrayaan,
The space is open for private sector. Not the private sector is open for space.
What are the kind of key developments that the private sector industries have contributed for this mission? Can you name some critical components that were provided by them or some companies that were invaluable to this mission?
If I start listing, it will be huge.
Just a few, sir, just a few.
Okay, the first thing to say is in the rocket which took place, that LVM-3 rocket, 85% of the money spent on the rocket is in industry. Okay, only the value of the rocket, just 15% of the work was done only within ISRO. This is first point. So to corroborate it, the entire materials, the entire manufacturing, everything that you are seeing outside the rocket, also inside the rocket, is also coming from industry. Only the processing part, final processing part, quality control, the mission design, the final operations only done by ISRO. Another thing is there are industries now working within ISRO's facilities now. It's called, our mission director used to call GOCO, government-owned company-operated mode. There are many facilities operating to produce critical systems inside. Tomorrow they will go out and do it on their own. They are supplying. For example, in the RF systems that is there in this launch vehicle, 8 out of the 9 systems in this rocket is produced in private industries in GOCO mode. And many things in that are done in such facilities. So, industry's contribution is very enormous. Coming to the Chandrayaan-3 also, the hardwares which are visibly there, many of them are from industries, but the industry contribution in satellites are actually lower, not as much as the rocket today.
So my question is, my question is, what is the cost of this project? And while many developed countries at the moment dominate this particular space, I'm on the right, sir.
Where?
Yes. I'm on the right.
Go ahead.
Okay. My question is, what's the cost of this project? And number 2, why many developed countries dominate this particular space?